Okay, so I just wanted to jump on. As y'all can see, I'm in what they call the Rayburn room right now. So I'm not in my office, but I am at the Capitol because I stay on my job. And right now, we are actually debating this whole Epstein situation because we're gonna vote on it today. So they're currently in debate on the floor. Republicans acting like they always been standing with the survivors. Child, we ain't even gonna talk about that. They done a whole full 180 because I guess they realize it's not really popular to like protect pedophiles, but that's a whole other issue because y'all know what GOP stands for, Guardians of Pedophiles. Now, moving on to why I wanted to jump on. I wanted to jump on because, oh, wait, y'all, listen, Trump about to be so mad. Okay, so y'all know we had all this drama over our lines because Trump decided that he wanted to start in Texas. He wanted to come and snatch seats in Texas, right? And specifically, he wanted to reduce the voting power and the voting strength of Black and brown voices in Texas, right? So here it is. I have been engaged in litigation since the last lines because the current lines that we have are bad, but the new lines were even worse. So here it is. He says, yo, Abbott, come through for your boy, right? Ultimately, Abbott, of course, rose up, says, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Okay, now they've got themselves into a tizzy because after they started that, we know Gavin Newsom said, oh, y'all want to play? We can play. So California did what they did. So, to be clear, as of maybe an hour ago, if that long, the court in Texas, and I want to tell y'all, this is not some liberal courts, like liberal courts in Texas don't even really go together. This was a 2-1 Republican majority court. And what did they say? They said, oh, plaintiffs, y'all want to temporarily enjoin them because, see, the damage will already be done. Those voices would always already be diluted by the time we actually can determine whether or not the actual merits of this case make sense. So they decided them lines, they ain't going into effect right now. Not right now. Not right now. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably gonna have questions about what does this mean for California, that kind of stuff. California has already voted. They have already passed their map. It does not save California because this is still the law. These maps have been signed into law. It's just that the maps won't necessarily go into effect as of right now. Now we know that they about to run to the Supreme Court and be like, Supremes, help us out. Supremes, we need to serve our master. Hey, like, hook us up. Now, who knows what the Supreme Court will do, but they are running out of time. Our filing deadline in Texas is on December 8th. So if you know anything about the filings in Texas, we already started filing for these congressional districts. And honestly, most people had not filed their paperwork for a congressional district yet because nobody knew what lines we were running on, whether we were running on the 21 lines or if we were running on these new 25 lines. Well, the court has spoken. The court has said 21 it is. So what does that mean? That means no pickup for Trump in Texas. That means Utah messed him off and gave us a seat. That means he did pick up one in Missouri. He didn't pick up anything in Kansas. He didn't pick up anything in Indiana. Virginia and Maryland are talking about going and changing their lines. We know California ended up with a Democratic pickup of 5. We know North Carolina also gave him one. So right now, your boy is down. Your boy is down. Listen, this is exactly God don't like ugly. I told my staff to name this live God don't like ugly. It seems like they went with the bad words, but I was on my Christianity today and told them that we need to name this God don't like ugly. Okay? Listen, we are about to listen, we all about to be blessed. We about to be blessed. I know it seemed like a lot of hell here recently. It has, but we are all gonna be blessed up. If we can have a Republican court out of Texas do something that's right. Lord knows. Jesus, yes, hallelujah. Okay, so we're gonna take questions right now, real quick, before I have to get on the floor and do my votes. But no, I am joking, but I am so happy and I am so relieved because this has always been about the people. It's never been about any individual member. It is about whether or not the people have voices that are going to speak up and represent for them. And after we saw what took place with the defunding of so many organizations and just governmental agencies as well. To have people that are going to speak up at a time when we have a government that says things like, I'm not even going to make sure that people are fed in this country. Yeah, it's more important now than ever that they have representation that is reflective of the people's will. So, what questions do we have? Oh, the chances about the Supreme Court. Okay, so I think timing is what matters. So the question was, what are the chances the Supreme Court overturns this? You never know with the Supreme Court. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but they are on such a tight window right now that I don't know that we're gonna see any movement. I mean, we will see. But their window is really tight. December 8th is our filing deadline in Texas for our primary, because our primary comes around really quickly. Our ballots will go out in January. We will start voting. Early voting will begin the middle of February, and election day will be the first Tuesday in March. So they're running out of time. And I was very nervous that we weren't going to get our ruling from the court, but it almost seems like the court waited to minimize the window to actually appeal. And I appreciate that, because I feel like, I haven't read the opinion. The opinion is approximately 150 pages long. I am going to start zipping through it and see what I can find. But I appreciate it if the court decided to be petty, because listen, Texas played games. They have been engaged in litigation for the last 4 years, and they've been saying that these lines were so perfect, don't need to change them, don't do anything. We did the right thing. They weren't racially discriminatory, this and that. And then all of a sudden they was like, oh, never mind, they were racially discriminatory. We want to change the lines. Like, they were playing in the court's face. And the thing about a federal judge is that they are appointed for life. And so they don't have to worry about the politics of things. And so I think that this court was like, oh, so y'all gonna play in our faces? We here for life. Don't know how long you here, but we here for life. So like, we gonna do what we do. So I will be interested to see if they took any digs, and if they decided to be petty in this decision. Lord knows, if I was sitting on the bench, I would have a lot of little petty little digs that I would do in my decisions. Okay. Anything else? I can't hear you. It's okay if they hear you. Annie asked the question. I don't know. I still don't know, Annie. I ain't even gonna repeat it because I don't know if I can talk about it on on this particular page. I don't know. I will tell you that this definitely, for me, anybody that follows me knows that I believe that God has to yell at me to get me to move. And so I've been getting signs all different kinds of ways about what to do. But I will tell you that serving my current District 30 is where I love to be perfectly honest. And other discussions came up as soon as it looked like they were going to decimate District 30. So, I still have some evaluations to make. Visit my other page if you want to learn more about the conversation that I'm having in a very clandestine way right now. Okay, so listen, I don't know what Comer just said, but Comer was talking noise about me on the floor. Now, I was sitting there minding my business. Actually, I was talking to another member. I was talking to Adelita. And next thing you know, I hear Comer say my name, and as well as Rep Stansbury's name. He and his feelings about something that I've said clearly. And it had to do with the redactions in the Epstein files. The names are going to be redacted of survivors. Right now, the arguments that I've been hearing since I've been in judiciary this morning, and if you've paid attention to the speaker who's flipping out, they're saying that they're worried about innocent millionaires and billionaires who were friends with Epstein getting caught up in all of this. Are you serious right now? I mean, it's just, anyway, they're not concerned about survivors. They're concerned about their donors. They're concerned about the same people that they have been serving the entire time that Trump has been in office. The people that paid for them to be in office, those are the only people they care about. They don't care about nobody else. I just want to put that out there. Anything else? Okay, they said nothing else. All right. Thanks, y'all. I will keep y'all updated. But as of right now, we living in the overflow. So excited.